Welcome to the orientation presentation on the Masters in Physics in Leiden. My name is Chara Papathanasiou and I'm the academic advisor of the Masters program at the Physics Department of Leiden. In this presentation, I will try to convince you of why to come to Leiden to study for a Masters in Physics, what the Physics Department research looks like, outline the structure of the Master's program, tell you a bit about the job prospects of our graduates, and how to apply to the program. I will cut to the chase and offer the 7 reasons for which you should apply to come to physics in Leiden. Of course, you're looking for a Master's in Physics, and you're doing it for the beauty of physics, for the love of physics. But why Leiden? You should come to Leiden because the kind of research that is being done in Leiden is really cutting edge. It is at the forefront of international research. The program offers a broad curriculum with a lot of flexibility that brings together theory and experiment. It is a small-scale department. Groups are small. The atmosphere is open, and it is very personal. And you will experience personal interaction during your courses, but much more during the research project, where you're fully embedded in a research group. The program is flexible and personalized, and for most of specializations, it entails 2 research projects. The population in the department is very mixed. It's very international, about 26 nationalities. Most of the people are non-Dutch. The city of Leiden is the quintessential student city, and you're embedded in a legacy of excellence in research. The physics department has undergone research evaluation in 2016 and also in 2022, and it has obtained a score of 5, which is the maximum one. You can see here excerpts from the report of the 2016 evaluation that shows the number of refereed articles, the kind of journals where research is presented, and the impact of the research. Another measure of excellence is the number of Spinoza Prize winners, which is the highest award for research in the Netherlands, which carries 2.5 million per award to be spent in research. We have 4 such recipients, which is a pretty high number. You can find a lot more about the research in the department if you go to the website of the physics department and look under the various groups of research. You can do that by clicking on research or people, and you will see that the research is grouped into biological and soft matter, quantum matter and optics, cosmology, and theoretical physics. Now, all these do not happen in isolation. They work very closely together, and you have people from the theory department working closely with experimentalists and tackling problems together. More recently, the department has expanded and has included also a new specialization in the Masters that deals with classical and quantum information, and this is in collaboration with other departments in Leiden, such as the computer science and mathematics. This is a bird's eye view of the structure of the program. On the left column, you see the specialization like quantum matter and optics, soft biomatter, classical and quantum information, and so on. In these 4 monodisciplinary specializations, you have a very tight core of mandatory courses. This you see in the saturated buff columns. And then you have a small number of specialization-related electives. And for the rest, you're free to choose from the full range of physics courses offerings. Then you have the mixed specializations where you do physics in 1 year and a faculty-wide component in your 2nd year, and this can be combinations with business science, science communication and society, or education. In most specializations, you have 2 research projects, and this is an attribute to the program because it exposes you to 2 different slightly different research areas, 2 research groups, and it gives you the opportunity to learn from one and apply what you have learned to the second one. There is an overarching specialization, the Casimir pre-PhD specialization, that can only be followed by selection after the first semester. But the essence of it remains the same. What gives the characteristic of your degree is where you do your master's projects. Here you see a breakdown of the requirements of one of the specializations. You can find this in the course and exam regulations in the appendices of this document. And here you see the requirements for the specialization of quantum matter and optics. You can find this, you can access all this from the student website, and you can simply type student at Leiden, select physics, the master's in physics, and then you will see a link to the course and exam regulations, all sorts of other useful information, but maybe in terms of choosing what you want to do, also the prospectus, which is the document that lists the courses that are on offer and gives a lot more information about the contents of a course. So, for example, the quantum information, which is a mandatory course for most specializations, you can see here what the admission requirements are, the description of the course objectives, the level, the number of credits, the lecturer, the way of examining, and so on, so forth. For your research projects, if you have just one project in physics, which is the case in the mixed specializations and also the theoretical physics, you need to do this inside the department, so inside the Leiden Institute of Research in Physics. However, if you follow a specialization that allows two projects, then you have the opportunity of doing one of them externally. So it may still be inside the department, but it can also be at the Leiden Medical Center, one of the national institutes of the country, a company inside the Netherlands, or a physics department abroad. As I said, this is a very international place. You can have a look at under people on the website, who is who and who is working on what, and really see for yourself that this is a very mixed population from very many countries. The city of Leiden, it is a very nice student town. Most of the inhabitants are students of the university. It has the nice picturesque canals, the characteristic architecture of historical Dutch cities. You go around on a bike, you meet people you know most of the time. But another feature of the city as of the last maybe 7 or 8 years is the project of the wall formulas, where you walk around and you see formulas or names of phenomena that you recognize from your physics textbooks. And they are related to people who have actively worked in Leiden or have had a very close connection with research in Leiden. Now, what happens to you after you graduate, after you obtain your master's diploma? Everybody finds employment right after graduation. 2/3 of our graduates land a PhD. Many of them will stay in the Netherlands, but a fraction will go abroad. After 5 to 10, and on the left pie chart, you can see what kind of jobs people who don't follow a PhD end up doing, like in research and development in businesses, as consultants in the finance industry, IT, and all sorts of potential employers. After 5 to 10 years, you see that many people, about a third, is still in some position with the university, and you see the breakdown of employment. Now, in order to apply, you need to go to find the application site of Leiden University and send in your application by the deadline. If you're applying for a scholarship, we have a small number of partial scholarships that are of the order of 6,000 euro per year, and they can help you with living expenses, but they're not sufficient to let you study fully on this scholarship. But you need to apply before February 1st. And then you have different deadlines depending on whether you require a visa or not. If you have questions about the academic part of the program, please send me an email to studyadvisor@physics.leidenuniv.nl. And I will leave you with an image of what we mean by the excellence legacy in Leiden with respect to research. You see here a photo of some maybe recognizable figures. This is a photo that adorns our main lecture hall. And on top, you see the wall with signatures of famous people. These are speakers who have come to Leiden to give one of the monthly colloquia. And there are very many names that are recognizable. And you can see they are asked to sign a wall that actually stands right outside the main lecture hall. And then you have a bunch of names of phenomena or physics laws that you may recognize from your textbooks, from your undergrad or even the high school. And these are phenomena that have been observed or explained, described here in Leiden. So you do become part of a long legacy of excellence in research, and this is also an invitation to become part of it. So we're very much looking forward to your application and wish you good luck.